We live in full effect. Come on with it. Okay, so I am charging. We all good in the hood. Let's see if we can get us some motherfucking a win streak going again. Matter of fact, let me back all the way out. Back all the way out. That game invite. Oh, they are in the game, huh? Let's see what they talking about. See what niggas talking about. While I wait for them, if they hop on. Go ahead and give me some proving grounds. Catch some wreck. be like that running with randoms, man. Forever and ever. Fuck it, I'm gonna just. I'm gonna go ahead and get on my yeah. Playing the streak in my team real quick. I got all the way up to 3 yesterday. Made it to 3. Trying to see if I could get it 5 today. Come on, don't tell me you goddamn need and froze. What the fuck is up with all this freezing lately? That's my daughter. She's singing in the background. Learning how to use her vocals. Her name's Harlem. Say hi, Harlem. And she'll say hi when she's ready.
Welcome in, everyone, for some 2K basketball. Sure to be an entertaining contest. Some collegiate talent included in the lineup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Pittsburgh starts out with the ball. Edwards looking it over. Driving in. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Well, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level.
Oh, man!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy looks up his sleeve. The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety. Here's Maxey. Mitchell left side. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Wow. Look at Adebayo there. showing off a little bit, I think.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Maxey. Driving the lane. Edwards with the block.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
Brown outside. He gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got a couple of threes now in the first for Pittsburgh. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Here's Mitchell. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Here's Adebayo. Comes up empty down low. To the left wing. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Three-pointer, Butler. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Anthony up on top. And slam dunk by Anthony.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, Anthony letting that creativity shine through on that finish.
Wasted no time on that one. Adebayo's got 7.
Beyond the notion 3 is better than 2, hitting trades can stretch out a defense, makes things easier inside. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Brown, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Anthony. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
In the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now, I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And here's Edwards. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
And it's Pittsburgh bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Pittsburgh.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Ginobili. To the inside. Here's Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those jams.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And Cousins throws it down.
And just throw it up, and Cousins will take care of the rest. Sometimes it's just that easy.
Checking in for the away team.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, and you throw it down on your head.
And here's Adebayo outside. Broke loose. And stolen by Jordan. Williamson outside. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Anthony looking it over. Outside, Adebayo. Outside Gasol. 5 to shoot. Right wing. A 3-ball. Good D by Williamson.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible. Defying the laws of physics. Zion Williams.
Up top, Adebayo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
1:35 up now here in the second. Rose attacking and finished off by Rose.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his skill.
Teams deciding to change it up. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. Ball no good. Here's Embiid. Outside, Adebayo. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Reese.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
Rebound by Butler. To the middle. Trying to end the drought. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Williamson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way. Either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run, a natural gift for converting around the rim.
Butler on the wing. Fires from deep. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but how about the defense able to negate that attack? Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And it's Pittsburgh looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And here is Mitchell. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
For Pittsburgh, they shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
First team foul.
First one falls for.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
Weber hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Stolen by Ball.
Away team ball.
Now Mitchell. He's got 10. To the paint. Olajuwon with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. They grab their own miss. And Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal, it is otherworldly.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Pass the ball. And there's the drive. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And he can't hit the second. Ginobili on the wing. Still without a basket. Wembanyama with it. And the dunk by Parker.
I love when she just goes for these jams, showing how athletic she can be.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second. Oh, wow! What a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Hands it from downtown. Shaq's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, great confidence there from deep. Nice looking 3-ball right there.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pittsburgh leading by 11. For 3, Edwards. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Back to Irving. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation and scoring 2 loud.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Seconds left in the third. Here's Anthony. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Inside. Here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, she's got some ups. When you give her a launching pad, she will use it.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Wembanyama's got 5. And it's Pittsburgh finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. That'll be a 5-second call.
Away team ball.
Now, here's Mitchell. to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Offensive rebound. Adebayo on the follow. And Pittsburgh leads by 15.
Oh, how about that well-timed putback?
Irving drives in.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Out to the wing. And stolen by Wembanyama. Jordan left side. Stolen by Ginobili. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
Oh my goodness, the creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Mitchell. Mitchell uses the strong frame to get through the defense.
Yeah, I like when he takes initiative like this. Seeing a lane open up and attack.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Wembanyama. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no three.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
Here's Mitchell. Ginobili outside. Into the lane. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Substitution on the court.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Substitution on the court.
1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Edwards inside. Good D by Mitchell.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stretch. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
To stop the run. Is in the rejection by Wembanyama. Pittsburgh making a switch here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Jordan. And Jordan slams it home.
And it's
just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
It's easy to overplay your hand when you're defending Mitchell.
And Mitchell drops them both. Here's Williamson with the drive. And finished off by Williamson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
So,
Nothing about that. Nothing at all. Kick my dog ass. That right there. That's something. That is something. Damn, G, I wasn't expecting to get dogged like that, G. I was not expecting to get dogged like that. That was something for the books right there. What's up, though, chat? Where y'all at, man? I see a couple of y'all. We only got 2 people in here, but yeah, you can talk to me, though. Where y'all watching from? What city y'all in? I hope y'all not bots. I don't know nothing about buying bots. Not thinking about buying no bots. I would definitely like to talk to my people, though, especially the people watching. So don't be afraid to leave a comment, say something. We all stoners in here. If y'all blowing the weed, let me see some smoke emojis or something if you're on your phone. Shit, you on your computer. Just, let me see a 6 if you're blowing your weed. Usually I'll be on my phone trying to spot where everybody watching from, but I ain't got it in me right now. And since y'all here, y'all probably some new people. About to bump this one stove one time for the mind.
Yeah. In my kitchen bumping trouble, man. Tweakers at my window like they brother,
My song off my
no dance, I got a running man.
EP Smokers Only if you ain't heard it already.
The goal $100,000. We back in on command. We ain't got it, bitch, go get it. We supply demand. I ain't
Check that shit out.
but I'm still with the
Smokers Only out now on all platforms, all streaming platforms and shit.
Gotta make a couple calls, but I can get it low.
YouTube especially.
Spin the dough, but you could bust a nigga head and make a little more. Me and Marley hit the block, we turn to rich and poor. But I would never cross my brother, I stick to the code. Came up from the bottom, nigga, we was sharing clothes. My nigga Hazy tell me chills, keep hitting shows. If this rapping don't work, it's back to flipping O's. Back to standing with my cousin, posted on the grove. Pistol packing,
But yeah, where y'all at though?
all I need is one stove, one scale, 3 settings, clientele.
What game should I stream next?
Rubber bands, clear vision.
I already do Fortnite.
One stove,
I should get back on my Hitman streaming. If I stream Hitman, y'all continue to watch.
one stove, one scale. Flip an ounce, go buy some ones, nigga. Flip another 28, go buy a gun, nigga. In the trenches where you skirt, we having fun, nigga. Freaky bitches know we tricking.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And here's Maxey. Slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Parker. Wide with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Oh, man! Wow! Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Incredible the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey.
Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so here's Albuquerque. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey.
Denied at the rim. She said, not in my house.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And another shot. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, Adebayo. Rebound by Albuquerque. Now flag. Fires from the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You gotta have great confidence to take that shot. Flag doesn't lack in it.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. Mitchell outside. Halliburton with the steal. Giannis outside. Releases. And he nails the jumper. Giannis has got his second basket.
And I liked to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Jordan inside. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's just a good-looking jumper from distance there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the middle, And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass the buck. Latrey. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And it's all mounted up.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
Brunson with a clean look. And again, it's Albuquerque.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Albuquerque leads by 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Albuquerque. Pass to Gasol. Beyond the arc. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Shakes him. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Yeah, it seems like every night we get someone trying to break the glass.
Outside Rose. And it's Pierce in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team. Number 13.
Ginobili looking around. And Ginobili slams it home.
Merciless drive by Ginobili. If there's a weakness in your defense, he'll find it.
Outside Gasol. It's good from long range.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Pass to Adebayo. Here he goes. Misses from short range.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Talking about the first pick of the draft, rookie Cooper Flagg, he's got a diverse skill set and is so mature for a teenager.
Pass to Edey. A 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Edey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Ginobili, and he converts the layup. Ginobili's got 6 points.
And the touch from Ginobili, so clever and confident on the interior.
Here's Rose. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Showing the strength inside to take the hit and finish.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Shots good by Anthony.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Cans it from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Lets it go with the 3. That's good, and that's indeed with the assist. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Anthony is just this competitive. He wants everyone to know what he can do.
We always want your defenders to stay within reach of the shooter.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up the lane there.
Now, here's Maxey. Inside. And stolen by Gasol. Here's Heaney. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the race line.
Outside, Maxey. So the clock runs up with the score tied going into halftime. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Tyrese Maxey for the three.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Halliburton, still without a basket. Pass to Flag. Shoots the three. Rebound by Parker. Here's Maxey. Oh, and he jams it right over Cooper Flag.
Nice lead by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Wembanyama, what a high release on the three. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Outside for Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Woodie's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wembanyama. Rebound by Albuquerque. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end. Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Here's Butler. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Albuquerque leading by 6. Giannis with the slam.
It's so easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
And Wall with the slam.
Read the defense beautifully, puts the ball on the floor and makes a play.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. And so onto the Kumbo looking over it. Hits it from three-point range. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for Albuquerque. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Halliburton right side. That's tipped.
Hey, Reese has the link to go get it. Great defense.
For Albuquerque, they've made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
To the wing on the left. Reese gets the bucket.
Well, I give her credit. Reese has been working hard to improve her jumper, and we see it pay off.
Here's Wembanyama. Jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Outside Wall. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Puts up a deep 3. Wembanyama from distance. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for Albuquerque. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be... And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Irving with it. Outside Gasol. Back to Irving. And stolen by Wembanyama. Halliburton outside. Outside Martin. The 3. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
3.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Albuquerque leading by 16. It's Martin on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. Maxey attacking. The rebound by Halliburton. Wembanyama, right side. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Good.
Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Out left to the wing. Outside, Maxey to the paint. And the layup's good off the glass.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Looking around. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Parker outside, and the dunk by Parker.
Wow, not messing around. No need for finesse when you can just throw it down.
Here's Robertson, and Oscar Robertson with the slam.
And inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, he saw a lane, and you saw the explosiveness.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Albuquerque. They led by as many as 18 points. Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. It's Mitchell with the tray.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Albuquerque leading by 9. Here's Rose. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Maxey attacking. And slam dunk by Maxey. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Now Rose. Pass to Jordan. Pocket 6. Back to Rose. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And Anunoby takes pride in this. Blocks like that can really help build momentum.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
Exit the building and drive home safely.
Shit. Nah, hell no. Nope. Yeah, I ain't like how that's a 82 overall. Requires 82 overall house party. '82 overall, so I change out Noah. Who do I don't play with? I'll put him in there. Change out Donovan Mitchell, Glenn Rice. I don't use Rex Chapman right now. Carl Anthony Towns. Shit. What that? Complete and over base exchange. Okay. Still can't get that shit. But this better be something good. They going after this. Damn. There you go. We're a bunch of bullshit. None of these motherfuckers. 98 to 96. That was a bunch of bullshit. The fuck I'm gonna do with these? I let my Rex Chapman go for this shit. Bunch of bullshit, G. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. All right. Let's go back in. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Welcome everyone to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. Good evening everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
you go.
So the Bronx will get the first possession. Parker with the steal. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, she was already on the run and had a clear line to the rim. So why not just throw it down?
Ball feeling it out a bit. And here's Elijah for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Maxey attacking. Here's Wembanyama.
Where was what was that message? Yes. Oh, she was last time I looked. Huh?
Absolutely. Obviously, like I said, what you get in the program is what you put into the program. And that comes with a lot of things, marketing, increased guidance, and consultations. All of that goes into that. We're more than happy to help with the expertise. In regards to shows, we are focused solely on festivals, conventions, and showcases. That's because those are the types of shows that are going to get you paid not just to perform, but also we'll be able to negotiate your travel, stipend, and lodging upon acceptance from whatever talent buyer is running that given festival, showcase, or convention. So we really deal with the large scale things. Obviously, there's going to be redundancy no matter what management you see, talk to, wherever, because artists definitely will do a lot more than they used to when I started this company 2 decades ago. But redundancy does not equal proprietary based on our full-time capacity being underground music agency in America. Our resources, our expertise, our networking prowess, all of those things go into what we do as management, which is not something that anybody else does. So while things may seem redundant at times, because artists are able to do a lot more, it's not necessarily what it's about. That's really the important thing in the scale in which we do this one. So sorry for long-winded answer. I just want to make sure that I was thorough in that answer for you.
Yeah, man. I'm in talks with somebody on some management shit. I don't know. It sound good. I'm trying to see. They ain't talking about too much or nothing. They ain't talking about taking it too much or nothing. Niggas still own everything and all that shit, but for real, I'm trying to see if it's gonna make a difference. Cause you know, don't get me wrong, I do shit myself, but at the same time, a nigga do need some direction as well. So I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I might take it. I might not. Okay. I can't count that as a win. This dude ass quit, but yeah.
everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Should be a fun one here. We have some collegiate players stepping into the frame. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And here's Maxey. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by New York. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
Outside, Maxey drives to the hoop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Here's Maxey. And he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
Incredible, the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey.
Now, here's Wade. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Maxey. And it's sent back by Sabonis. To the paint. Here's Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a finish.
Wembanyama inside. Back to Maxey. Wembanyama outside. And he drives in.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And Wade slams it in.
And the power of Dwayne Wade on display. Rare for a two-guard.
Maxey with it. Sabonis defending. Adebayo with the bucket.
Fluid motion off the catch. That's a nice shot.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Here's Wow hammering it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, this building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Pass to Mitchell. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama for 3. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. New York ahead, up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Irving can't get it to go.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Randolph, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Substitution on the court.
Right side, Randolph. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
She did a great job there, drawing in the defense and kicking it out to the shooter.
And it's Suggs missing.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Adebayo. It's Adebayo with the rebound. New York trailing. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, Sabonis knows he has the green light to take those shots. He's so dangerous off the set.
And Ball slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, my goodness. He put a little extra sauce on that one.
Outside, Ball. And a miss there on the triple. A minute 50 left in the first half. Gasol goes in. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And we rave about Powell's touch, but how about his toughness, willing to just go to battle inside?
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
New York calls timeout. Look for New York. .131 left in the first half of basketball. Maxey, no good. Now Maxey. 8 points for him. It's deflected.
Denied by the rook. Cooper flag. Believe the hype.
Here's Knepple. Anthony with the block.
The offense thought it'd be an easy shot, but he proved them wrong there with authority.
Mitchell outside. Outside Gasol. 6 to shoot. Adebayo on the follow.
Well, Adebayo's going to go after that offensive board. He is relentless in his effort.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Maxey. And that one drops for him. And New York leads by 2.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. .20 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Wall. Adebayo the screen to the middle. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Played outside. The kick out to Worthy. Takes a three. Hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Sabonis gets the bucket.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to Parker. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, she keeps the defense honest there by spacing the floor. Threes are big for this offense.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And it's Wade with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Here's Wade driving inside.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A minute 42 left for the third. Outside Anthony. Oh, Worthy with the block.
Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
Clock at 4. Parker outside. Over Adebayo. Parker's shot is off. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to throw when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. Easy work down low for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Second team
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
And Gasol sends it back.
Making a big-time effort defensively. That's a great block.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll will keep possession.
For your home team,
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside for Gasol. Misses the three. That drive by Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. And off in time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. They're up by 3. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Adebayo to screen. Here's Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
You can't let Irving get comfortable in that pick and roll. Superb at knowing when to shoot in those situations.
Irving with the steal. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Worthy. Worthy with the rebound. New York trails by 5. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Good D by Gasol. Mitchell on the move. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Wade. Here's Worthy. And Worthy throws it down.
And how about the floor awareness there? Wade plays like a much older player.
Outside, Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And you know with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things to this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
New York calls timeout. A different look for New York. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Kneppel. Rebound by Parker. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Adebayo with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. Hammers in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Maxey attacking. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Mitchell wide open.
That shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Yeah. Facts, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Right. Yeah. We out, y'all.